So jump into another pretty difficult one again today. There's a lot of just picking, hands all over the place, which was really kind of the way he did it in those first, the big three albums, you know, Under the Table, Crash, and Before These Crowded Streets, just a lot of that fun stuff to play. And so yeah, weird time signatures, different things we'll go over today with Drive In, Drive Out. So it's very similar to the stone there in the beginning. So what we're going to do is we'll start off with our middle finger on the 5th fret E string. We'll have our ring finger there on the D string. Go ahead and have your forefinger also on the D string, but on the 4th fret, okay? So we're hitting the E string and then the D string with your ring finger on the 5th, and then take it off. And then you're going to bring your ring finger up to the A string on the 5th, and then take it off. You're also going to move your forefinger up to the 4th, okay? So we're doing this, basically the same thing we did here. Okay, so it's, just leave this forefinger on the A string on the 4th fret and go. So on, off, on, off. And there's a little extra strum up that you can get in there once you kind of get a little faster at it, but just practice with. So you go through that 3 times. On the 4th time, you're gonna take both these fingers off and keep your ring finger on the D string, 5th fret. Bring your forefinger over here to the 3rd string, or the 3rd fret E string, and just hit it. And then, so you hit that twice, and then you're gonna go back into it. So it goes. So going back on that real quick, I think I just made a mistake there. You're gonna hit it twice. You're gonna go twice on that. Instead of going like that off and on like I told you, and sorry, little mistake there, but you get it. Okay, hopefully that kind of made sense, cleared up a little bit there for you. Then for the drive in, drive out, I'm leaving, just going to be an octave, 5th, or 3rd and 5th on the E and the D strings. Keeping that same octave going, but you're going to come up to the 7th and the 9th. Drive in, drive out, I'm leaving. And all you're doing is going back to that same octave, but you're putting that ring finger down on the 5th fret E string. And then going back into it. And then this one's a little weird here, so it's where he says, don't care if we all turn to dust, turn to waste, whatever, he changes it all the time. We're just going to go with the flat A chord. And you're not really going to hear that B string much. We're really just going to be on the D and the G strings right there. Then you're going to slide up to from 3 to 7. And then we're going to go down to 6, and we're on the G string. and then back up to 7 on the D. So the G string, and then to a D. It's not really a, yeah, you can play a full D. Typically, I don't put the middle finger on that E string for this song. We'll be on the 2nd fret, G string, 3rd fret B. Just strum that right there. And then you're gonna go to a C shape right here, or it's a C chord. We're gonna be on the 3rd, 2nd, 1st on the A, D, and B. And then just move that same thing up to the 5th, the 3rd, or 5th, 4th, and the 3rd. Just 2 downstrokes, 1 down there. So I'll play that again. Okay, like I said, you might need to listen to the album to really get that timing right because it's kind of odd. All I'm doing right here is going back to that same A chord, and I'm just going. And that's what I'm doing is I'm putting my pinky there, keeping that A chord with the forefinger, and then putting my pinky down on that 4th fret D string. Then you go through this again. Okay, and then you're going to go back into this right here. But as Boyd is going through his solo, you go through that 4 times, and then you're going to come down here, do the exact same thing on the 3rd fret. Okay, so just moving down there to the 3rd. Like I said, you're doing the same thing we were doing up here, but you can hear it get a little deeper, and that's the only part really right there that he gets into that. Okay, and then there's this weird little bridge kind of there in the middle. I don't have the guitar intelligence to tell you what the rhythm is on what they're doing right here. Just listen to it and you'll know more than me because it's very odd timing. It's just a little bit off. I can't sit here and tell you that they go, 5, 6, 7, 8, break, it's just listen to it. I'll guide you on the chords if you can guide yourself on the rhythm of this. But we're just walking up on the E string from the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and then we're going to the A string, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So like I said, someone who knows a lot more about the guitar can tell you exactly what they're doing right there. So anyways, we go through all that, and then Carter kind of starts going crazy on the drums and doing his whole thing, which I believe we actually might go back down to this from here. Not real sure. Listen to the studio album on that one. Sorry. But then we go down to this part that's a lot of fun to play. So all we're doing right here is our forefinger on the 5th fret E string, and then our ring finger and pinky are on the 7th, the A and the D. Just down on each one of those strings, E, A, D. We bring our middle finger to the 5th fret D string, and then we'll go from 5th to 4th, and we'll stay on that D string and go from 2 off, just an open, just going to come up to the A, 3, 2. Then that octave again that we played in the chorus, you're just going to hit E string 3rd fret, D string 5th fret twice. You'll go and go back, and that ends right there, and then you go through it again. All right, and that's drive in, drive out for you. I know there's a lot to cover, but practice this song in pieces. You know, get the intro down, get the kind of pre-chorus down, get the chorus down separately. You don't want to take on too much on this song because there's a lot that goes into it. But anyways, that's drive in, drive out. Hope that was helpful. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and let me know if y'all want to hear or learn any songs that I haven't already posted. Thanks.